jibber jabber, and we're going to leave you in suspense for the whole video. Well, maybe by now you have figured out where we're going because of the thumbnail. So what I should have done with the thumbnail is I should have blacked out the object in the thumbnail so you wouldn't know where we're going. But at any rate, we are on our way to Chucky's place, Haynesworth Farms, and we, as you can see, picked up a silage trailer. But right now we are on our way to get said trailer. So Alex is driving. She wouldn't let me drive her truck, so she says, I really don't want to go alone. And she said, you're going to want a video anyway, so you might as well sit in the passenger seat and ride shotgun. So we're going to be able to give you some footage here from the passenger seat of the old freight shaker. This is not a freight shaker anymore, though. Alex and Sarah removed the rattles that came from the cab. You might be asking, how do you do that? Well, you notice on her door, she doesn't have a door lock no more. And this one is removed from this side. So all of that rattling that you heard, and there's only a couple of videos that we have done from the Freightliner cab here. That was from the there's Sean, from the door locks rattling in the door. So we removed them, and the nice thing about removing them is this truck has power locks. And one day with the Peterbilt, when I was putting the tarp on the Aulick trailer, I accidentally locked the truck before I got out. Now that truck has a hidden key on it, so as does this one, which there's no sense in hiding it from everybody. It's a key taped to the steering column on the truck. Now what I worried about with these trucks with power locks, you end up dumping a load of corn or something and you lock the damn truck. Now you've held up everybody in behind you wherever you're at. So we do have a spare key taped to the steering column of these trucks, that are the steering control shaft. Well, this one you don't. Where do you have it on this one?
It's on this side.
It is on the steering column?
Yeah.
But the Freightliners the other Freightliners you put somewhere else, didn't you?
Yeah, because they're a little funky, like the saddle mounts for the hood, that's where
Oh, okay. So, but with this, the locks aren't hooked up anymore. The peg to the door lock, that had two rods on it, one that were connected to one. It was shaped like a Y. And the one part of the rod went down to the power mechanism, and the other part went to the actual lock itself. So you had the manual control knob up here, and the power part of the rod, or the power part of it, would control the unit from there. And now the power mechanism cannot control the locks because it's not hooked up anymore. So the only way you can lock the door locks is by using the key, I assume. I'm not sure though. But we don't really need to lock the truck anyways. So it'll take us 2 hours to get to Chuck's place. And he did talk about bringing the drone, because a neighbor of his was going to do some drag lining, and if they're well into it, they're feeding a frac tank with, I think he said, somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 or 10 trucks. So if it works out, we'll maybe get some footage of some drag line work being done over next to Chuck's place. I want us to start. All right, folks, we'll be there in a little bit, and we'll touch base with you on our truck out there, our trip out there. So, all right, no rattling, right? No rattles.
Nothing.
You're probably gonna fall asleep now, hauling silage.
Yeah.
Oh boy, when I took this thing to take that load of cornmeal, I'm like, my God.
Yeah.
That's as bad as the tinnitus that I have. All right. That's a nice looking place. Nice pond out there. Yeah. So we are just about there. Large dairy over there. I didn't film anything up on the big road, but we did do a live stream on our way out here while we were on I-90. Had some interference here and there, but Chuck's place is up here a ways. I don't know whose place that is, but it looks really nice. So just about every other time we come into this area or out to Chuck's place, the damn Google Maps or Maps, whatever, I guess it ain't Google Maps, it's Apple Maps or something like that, brings us in a different direction. So I've been out here enough times, I should know how to get here without using maps, but being that it brings us in a different way every time, it keeps us using them. Some nice looking beans there. Yeah, so I don't know which direction we're coming in. I think we're coming in on the top side of Chuck's place. I think he's over there to our right, if I remember right. Got some wheat stubble here. .30-foot flex head. Look at the view we got up here, Alex. That's some spread of land there. You guys probably can't see it from this Mickey Mouse camera here, but yeah, real nice. Alright, we'll be there in a few moments. Place is to our right, and it's going to be the next, it's this road right here. Okay, so Chuck's place is up here to our right, and we are just about there. So I was right, and we did come in on the top side of his place. His shop is on our right, and then they've got another spot down the road where they park trailers and whatever. So I imagine we're inside. If you go, I think you can get in that. There's another driveway down a ways. So pull in this lower driveway here. You could back up it. Alright, so we're gonna back up the driveway. We should have, I don't know if we could have turned in the lower driveway or not, or the first one, so we'll get backed on in here. And imagine that trailer's right inside there. Yeah, he's got it right inside. You see it? Yeah, let me get out. Well, there it is. Drop the air. You're good now. Back up. Alright, so we're going to talk to these guys a little bit. And, yeah. This one shines a little more, Chuck.
Yeah, we a little bit more of a gloss on this paint job.
Yeah, looks good.
Yep, they're actually doing all powder coating with Axle Nobel paint now.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, which is
And the screen cuts are different too, right?
they've laser cut all those screens with the big M in them now from us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, before it was just cuts, right?
It was
Yeah.
just cuts. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a little change out in the last it's the last 2 years I think it's been that way.
Yeah.
And then they upgrade on the swing arms too.
Yeah.
Underneath there. Now the swing arms are attached to the axles there. There's a new a little bit more flexible system on there with a triple bushing setup coming up off the axle to allow just a little more flexibility in that axle as you're going over the ground, which is a nice upgrade. It's been here for I think the last 24 months. So, but
Yeah, them cuts look good.
yeah,
And the laser cuts.
yeah.
This one shines a little more, huh?
Yeah, got a nice shine. And I don't know, they got a nice. I don't know, that rim's a little different too. It's a nice,
Oh yeah, this lip is different.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a sharp looking lip, and same 38 footer like you've gotten the other 3 times, Andy.
Yeah.
This is number 4.
Yeah. Well, it's actually number 5.
Oh, yeah.
We traded that one in.
Count the trade in, yep.
Yeah.
Number
So, no, they've been good trailers. They change anything on the back here.
Yeah, maybe the latching is the only thing possibly. Is the only thing to change the latch and the lock mechanism. Still the number 100 drive in there. With Parker motors for the double drags on each side. They've got this has been this way cut out. This allows clean out, so it's just falling out of here without backing in.
Yeah.
That's been around for the last 4 or 5 years. So the big hitches in the back. Same heavy duty chain system.
No, looks nice. Heaviest chain in the business.
W82, it weighs 900 pounds more, that apron chain does, than the competitions when you're weighing trailers up for.
Yeah, it'll be a long time before you see any one of them wear, you know? So.
Yeah, the biggest thing is you never want to run that chain too tight. So when that chain is tension, let's just walk around and do a little video on that. Because as that chain comes around and heads down to that lower deck, proper tension on that chain is supposed to land on that lower deck around 12 inches in.
12 inches from the back, from the face of the sprocket.
Yep. As that comes in and hits that lower return rail, if that's landing 15, 16 inches in, you've got that chain too tight. And you're always better off to make sure this chain runs 10% too tight than you are
too loose.
Too loose, and you're even 5% too tight. As soon as you get it too tight, you'll hear clicking and snapping and popping up in those front sprockets coming off it. And so you want to pay attention to that. And if you tighten anything up in the fall and then run in the winter, that winter conditions, cold weather, will even get that chain tighter. So that's important that you don't over tighten that chain. Tighten that chain up in the fall and then go into in the winter, because you can stretch that chain. So be careful on tightening.
No, we like to leave the paint on them. We don't haul anything in the winter.
And I believe up in the front there's a mark up here in the front. And on the side of the door there.
Inspection doors to grab a sample from.
Yep.
So.
And then, let's see. So there's the chain floor adjustment. Right there.
That's what Chuck's talking about.
Right.
With the distance 12 inches from the face of the sprocket into where the chain lands.
Yeah, as that lands on that bottom rail, you don't want to land 15, 16 inches in, or you'll start to get clicking and snapping up here. Again, that's got the 4 greasers on every sprocket, so no matter where it stops you, it's easy to grease that system. And,
the greaser here.
Yep.
Another one right there, and then 2 more spots.
Yep, and then access door here. Access that in through there, you can get a look in there. Ladder on the inside and a ladder on the outside if you've got to climb it. Yeah. So, and then we do all of our custom hanger bracket assemblies and everything on the front when they come through the shop here. Do the custom hoses, the swing arm, the spring, and the hanger up there.
If you guys need anything like that for your trailers, he sells that too.
Yeah.
The bracket that holds the hoses, and then the spring assembly.
Yep. So,
what do they generally run?
It's probably going to run a couple hundred, a little over $200 for that kit.
Yeah. All right, we'll get this thing hooked up. And your guys spreading manure, are they?
Yeah, they're spreading manure. I got around the corner, the neighbors are actually running a 10 or 11 tanker operation going to a dry hill frac tank. They're running a 40-foot Bauer bar with a Dietrich hybrid 2 series injectors on them. We could actually take a run over there, and maybe we'll put if Andy wants to put the camera up, we can shoot a little drone footage.
If they're okay with it.
Yep, I asked him and he said, yeah, come on over.
All right.
So we'll turn the key off on that. We'll take a walk back up through.
All right. Okay. I need to shut that off. All right. So we've got this all hooked up. Just spoke briefly with Chuck's son Kyle for a few moments. Now we're going to take a gander through the shop here. Yeah. So what's this one here, Chuck?
Well, this is the 10,500 that we're just finishing up for a customer out in Colorado.
Okay.
Bought a group of these, pump in the back.
This got a double fill though. You can fill in the middle. I think you were saying.
No, the one up there.
Oh, the one up here.
There's another one we're doing up there.
Okay.
That one we're doing, and then we just got a refurbished 6,000 gallon pool tank that Dry Hill just put a brand new barrel on that here.
Yeah, so looking at this quick, you'd say, oh, that's a whole tank. Well, this is a whole chassis that was refurbished with a new tank from Dry Hill.
Yeah.
How much of it's Dry Hill? Is the hitch and everything Dry Hill as well?
We reused the whole hitch. and we reuse the chassis and the wheels. And if the pump is good, we will put the pump back on. If the pump is not good, we'll just put a new dry hill pump right on the front. And then all new pipe work up over the top. This one happens to have a flow meter on it, and it comes with a 5-shank injector on it. That was all on it. We stripped that off the bad tank and then took it to dry hill and redid the whole unit right back up on there, and we've done quite a few of those. They've done quite a few of those. They've been doing those for a long time. And used the existing frame that we did with the Hooley, put the new barrel right back on it. They've been all this up all out of 1/4 inch, and then run right down through. And
can you grab that battery for me? What's in that little case?
Up in the top, the switcher valve, this has got set up. And you can go from spreading to injecting on it with a whole system, and then installed a nice valve underneath the injector and the distribution box. So if you get something in there, you can open that up.
Open it up, yeah.
Yeah, they put the light package on, and they put their spread pan on. It makes it nice refurbished. They got gauges in the front and back for filling, so wherever you're parked, it works nice. It's you know, that chassis is a good chassis, good tires, and that'll go back to running for the next 15 years without a problem, really.
Yeah.
So.
No, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's a nice setup. We did a noon last month. That went to the Manure Expo, and that actually sold 2 days after the show.
Good deal.
Oh, we take a walk up through here a little further. Got Garth over here working away on another rock truck.
There you go.
Well,
so what this is a conversion that he's doing. This was this had a motor and chassis on the front of it. It was a regular rock truck, off-road.
I think it was a 30-ton rock truck. We split it all in half, and then we commenced putting the whole drawbar and fabricating everything on the front, hoses, and set that all up with a pull-behind unit. And they make a nice farm piece for that application. So,
these are some nice welds.
yeah, impressive weld.
We don't want to talk too loud here, but this guy actually knows what he's doing. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that workmanship down through there. Every inch matters.
Yeah, that's right.
And then that plate, we mount that all onto the front of that, plug weld it into here, put cover protectors over the unit, and then we do a laser cut plate that tells the unit, the year of it, all the serial number. So if you've got any parts you ever have to order down the road, you've got all that information right on board with that unit from that point forward. So we come back in here and even tie the plate in down here with a secondary gusset. And
that's nice.
Up to the front here, we do a nice swivel assembly here. That's all set up for rollover. And then that's got all grease points over here for greasing that system here.
Oh, nice.
Garth puts all that together, and all heavy 5/8 plate on that, and 1-inch plate going on there, and then we'll take this for sandblasting and paint it and make it look really nice.
Good stuff.
But, so we're just working on another tank over here. This is a 10,000 gallon double conical trailer we're doing for another customer in Michigan there, and he requested a rear fill on it up here, and we still got a center fill on it. We're just doing suspension, airbag work, and put all new brake shoes on it. And well, this is a nice short trailer. It's only like 35 feet long. So
how many gallons you said this one was?
10,000 gallons.
10,000.
And then this guy's got sand, so we did up on the top, we did 4 main cleanouts that are all 20-inch flip open lids.
Okay.
It's got 4 baffles in it. But when you're dealing with sand, it sure is nice to have all those extra flip open cleanouts.
Yeah.
So you can always just access every point, but never have to get in there. So we'll walk right around and get a little better look at this pump on this side. This has got recirculation in it too with an agitation kit.
Okay.
So that'll pump all the way back up through and put a nozzle down inside. And you can agitate either end of this trailer with this system. That 3,000 gallons a minute, we'll take that down. We'll take it down to a 6-inch cone. So we get some really good head pressure on that. center low point so the pump goes in the middle. And we're just putting all new tires on this trailer. And everything's back here. Still has the field spread option for field spread or agitate in the back port, or we run it all the way forward and agitate the front port.
Gotcha.
So that's a nice short trailer that's triple axle. You got some nice, a lot of brake strength on that, and short and handy to get around the farm. We're over here working on another project over here. Working on it again, another 10,500 gallon triple axle. This for a customer out in Colorado. He ordered a package of 6 of these trailers.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So actually that's his second order, so he's got 12 now.
Huh. No kidding.
This one finished up, and then he was looking for 6 more after that, I guess. So.
No kidding.
And then the neighbor's got the trailer over here. We sold this trailer probably 15 years ago.
Oh yeah?
And sold 2 more times after that to a couple different guys, and the neighbor ended up with it. And it's got a pipe that's rotted out on the side there that we're swapping out that pipe and putting a new pipe on there. You know. But that's a trailer. It was 1973. Those were a drop-down leg trailer. They came out of South Carolina. They had 20 of them down there, and that's one of the heaviest barrels ever made by custom, and a real low center of gravity. And geez, we built all those. They're all still running, and they're a super nice. I run one myself, and it carries 10,500 gallons, I think. And they made a nice piece. Sometimes the older the barrel, lots of times the heavier and stronger they are.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Aluminum was cheap back then, and that's one of the heaviest tanks ever built with a full 6-inch channel. Super heavy. Underneath it was, before they even put the channel on here, they double plated and put a secondary weld plate on. Then the channel was mounted to it. And this isn't just a bent piece, this is a full 6-inch. The way that was done, and then outriggers and gussets, and that low center of gravity makes a super nice trailer. There's a lot of those run down that we've done. So
yeah.
The very first trailer we did is still running, and that was a 69. That's up at Mapleview Dairy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what we probably got darn near 1,000 trailers out.
Huh.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, that's what the project is today.
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh. Well, this is where they're drag lining manure that we talked about here on the way out. So they've got a dry hill tank, but what was their applicator that they're using?
Oh, they got a bazooka 40-foot bar over here they're running. It's with Dietrich openers on it, and they're actually drawing out of 3 pits simultaneously here this morning, and then dump it into the tank here and running the whole system. And then running a Bazooka Farmstar pump system right out of the top of that frac tank. And then we got, I think, 10 or 11 of our trailers here that all the local guys have got that are running and dumping here.
Huh. Quite the operation. Another one coming in.
Yeah.
All right.
This is another one of these 10,500 gallon triples. He keeps that thing polished.
All right, so we are just getting on out of here. So this paint definitely shines a little more than what the other ones do, but this is a glossier paint is all. So we will get our way to I-90 and get ourselves back to the farm. We might actually be able to get into the field here and maybe do something this afternoon. Jared called a little bit ago. They're moving a little manure right now, and he said things dried out quite a bit here today already. You got 3 frac tanks down there, and yeah. All right, we're gonna head home. What do you think? Shines a little bit more, huh? I like the little M's cut into the... Yeah, the other ones are like just a whatever design. But, all right. Kyle, isn't that? Or maybe not, I don't know. I don't know who that was. Two hours, 8 minutes, and we'll be home. There is the salt mine. A lot of salt piled there. made our way home. It was a nice little road trip today, wasn't it? Yeah. Got to see some real nice scenery. Maps got us lost a couple of times. I don't know if it was maps or if it was me reading the directions, but everything looks like it's still in one piece. When we left, Sarge was changing oil on the backhoe, and they are hauling manure. So she's going to get this parked up, and we're going to do a little walk around of it, and we'll close out this video here. Alright, so we've got this all parked up, and the first time we'll use it will be for fourth cotton. We'll put the fourth cotton in on top of the third here, and then we're going to have to find a place to go with the rest of it. So it is a little shinier, it's a little glossier than the other black Moss trailers that we have. They've gone to using a different paint, but it is real nice, just like the other ones. Rims are a little different, and the cutouts in the top extension is a little different, but other than that, it is the same as the other ones. I think the other ones have 2 inspection doors or sample doors to pull from. I want to say on them other trailers there's one back there ways, but I could be wrong. So that is gonna do it for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you at the next one. I want to say there's a white ball. It's the where it says Moss Trailers. I think the original, the first one that we had, the first trailer had white, and behind that where it says Moss Trailers, I think the first one had white in behind it, and this one's got black, and I think the other ones are black as well. So that'll do her, folks. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you at the next one.